Hello and welcome everybody to week 17 of the Flummery podcast, the Flummery Chicago episode featuring stories of funness. We've got two things going on right now. We're really happy to have had such a great vacation and are also old ass tired. We're a bottle of weak sauce right now because we're old. It's somewhat bittersweet. But welcome. I am Frosty Onyuk William Ingebretson.
Your middle name's Onyuk?
No, it's a name I made up. And to my left, my cohort.
What?
The Flavor Inc. Lance.
Who's that?
Galadouche.
Who's that?
Galadouche.
I don't know who that is.
You're the Flavor Inc. and the pastry.
I changed my name to War Machine.
War Machine. That was a smooth transition.
I legally changed my name to War Machine.
I'm really glad you did it.
My ex-girlfriend is Christy Mack.
I've got good news for you.
What?
She's really great lady.
I like her with a shaved head.
I don't. That's something that you're going to want to take up with the authorities.
I like the shaved head and the plastic surgery. It's all for the better.
Wow.
And I had a part in dealing with that.
You did?
Yeah.
Well, we figured that.
Well, I got her to get the plastic surgery.
So here's the deal. You decided that you wanted to give up your real name and change your name to War Machine.
Yeah, my name's War Machine.
Because you're such a badass.
Yeah, I want my first name is War. My last name is Machine.
That makes you cool, right?
And my middle name is Inda.
War and the Machine.
That's my middle name.
I thought your middle name was Nzivon. War and Zevon Machine, everybody, just in case you're slower than me. Which isn't, it's not you should probably not be listening.
I really don't
want
to think today.
If you
I just want to talk and not think.
This is fucking gibberish.
It's jib jab.
But welcome.
Yeah, I'm War Machine. This is Frosty.
Yeah. War Machine Jr.
My band is Eric's.
You're Eric's?
Eric's.
Yeah. And my podcast, along with War Machine's podcast, is called The Flummery.
Yes.
I'm getting a weird, dense. No, we're good. We're good.
What do you mean? Oh, is that the thing between your ears that's dense?
There's a fog. Okay.
Yeah.
This weekend,
go with it.
Pretty much ruled.
Yeah. Okay, so just so you guys know, Friday night I closed work. I didn't sleep. I played Mass Effect till about 9 a.m. Adam came over, and then we got in my car and
you didn't sleep.
Headed to Chicago.
You didn't sleep
for the weekend? No, I didn't.
You were a grouchy bitch.
I was. I fucking took it out on you the whole weekend too.
I'm like, shut the fuck up, Lance. And you were like,
pack your bag.
That was today. No,
in the middle of your shower.
Where was I?
You were in the shower. I'm fucking laying there half asleep. I could hear you. You're like, hey, pack your bag.
No, I didn't say that from the shower.
Yeah,
You're just in a fog.
Then you fucking farted.
I said it before.
I could hear you fart in the bathroom. I could hear the water splashing off your ass.
Because I was fucking sitting in the fucking bathtub like fucking crying game.
You were.
I'm so hungover and now I have to get into a car. Fuck. And in the words of, you know what? I can't. Of course, while I'm doing this, I can't remember his fucking name. Danny Glover, the infamous Danny Glover. Yeah. I'm too old for this shit, Riggs.
Yeah.
Or how does it? I'm too old for this shit, Riggs.
Well,
is that how he says it?
Yeah. So we get there.
I'm too old for this shit, Riggs.
We get there about 5 o'clock.
Isn't Saturday. That
right?
Yeah. Okay, so we pulled in about 5:30. We couldn't decide if the time had changed or not, so we didn't know if it was 5:30 or 6:30.
I don't even know.
It did. It did.
I don't care. We lost an hour going there and gained an hour coming back.
Did not seem like we gained an hour. As a matter of fact, I think maybe it's just not different during daylight savings time or something.
Yeah, whatever.
I don't fucking care. It was fun. We didn't. The time was equal because we traveled there and we traveled back.
Didn't we? We got there. Didn't we sleep a little bit?
Yeah.
We took a little nap.
You took a nap.
What did you do?
I unpacked.
Did you masturbate?
No. I can't masturbate with somebody else in the room.
Just think of somebody else when I'm there.
Why would I want to do that?
I don't know. You should play another one of those types of songs.
Well, I'll have to think of one, and then I will. You go ahead and leave that right where it is.
I'm gonna.
We're just gonna leave that there, and that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna leave that there.
We're gonna leave that there.
Episode 17.
17
so
is here.
So far, rules.
War Machine and Frosty.
So
I got a new name. It's a new era in the Flummery podcast.
I'm really surprised.
I'm changing my name to War Machine.
I'm really surprised you picked War Machine.
Yeah,
because it doesn't sound like. It seems like I could have sworn I heard you call that real douchey earlier. When you I can't believe you just learned about that this weekend.
Here's the thing. My nickname is also Guy LaDouche.
Guy LaDouche.
So why wouldn't I pick something like War Machine, which is just as douchey, if not douchier? The fact that okay, so it's even actually more douchey because if you're
it's more douchey that you're doing.
Well, if I call myself Guy LaDouche, which is a nickname of mine, that's just douchey.
But it's spelled different. It's spelled like French. Canadian.
No. The MXC spells as French Canadian. I spell mine American.
American.
Which is a
language.
LADOOSH.
It's the national language of America.
I changed it around, so I'm a different Guy LaDouche.
Everybody knows that the law says that the national language of America is American. I mean, everybody.
America. I spelled it America.
America. I think it's offensive when people drop the A.
In the French version is his own deal.
I
have the English/American version of Guy LaDouche.
Okay, I like it.
And then now since it's a new era in the Flummery, I am also known as War Machine.
Do I have to do that? Do I have to put that in our Instagram posts?
You might have to.
Fuck.
Yeah. Guy LaDouche, the Flavor Inc., a.k.a. War Machine.
I'm not going to lie, stealing names and stuff, because once you put them in there, that makes them more like clickable. People are going to see it more. Like if I put Tom Hanks and
okay, let's just go with this episode. I'm War Machine. Okay.
All right, War.
It's a new era.
Excuse me, War. Mm-hmm. Okay, I want to talk about something. I want to talk about our road observations right off the bat.
Okay, well, let's talk about
You start with the first one.
Okay, so you get in Wisconsin, right?
Yeah.
So as soon as you get into Hudson, like maybe 10, 15 miles in, I don't know, you're probably around
Knapp.
Woodsville, which is about 20, 30 miles in. You're going to see fucking... And you know, it's always been there. This is just a verbal observation.
We're just letting you guys know all the stuff we figured out.
If you want to see more advertisement for cheese and Culver's, then you need to head to Wisconsin, because on your trip through Wisconsin, you will definitely see a multitude of cheese and Culver's signs. I mean, it's fucking everywhere.
Everywhere.
Like every 5 miles, you'll see a cheese and fucking Culver's.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's, I mean, like now I'm verbally saying it, it's crazy how many Culver's and cheese places there are.
So yours was like Culver's and cheese places, and we're good, right?
Yeah, that's
you like this one?
Yes.
Okay, this is another pick.
Yeah. We're playing some music in the background because it's a new era.
Yeah, it's a new era. So
War Machine.
I'm not gonna lie, fucking cheese dicks, cheese head cheese.
You can stop at places and get beer and cheese.
You can. Here's a story for you, which I knew this about Wisconsin. That's I guess why they're called cheeseheads.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
you drive to River Falls. You used to drive to River Balls, and that's sweet. So you used to drive to River Balls.
Oh, that's like a cotton candy.
You know, on the way to River Balls, what used to be on the side of the road, right? Big blue semi-truck trailer on the side. It was painted
off of 10 there or whatever highway.
35.
Yeah.
Taxidermy and cheese.
Yeah.
And every time I would go to River Balls,
yeah, man, just going down to River Balls.
Every time I would go there, I would honk and yell out my window, "Woo! Taxidermy cheese!
Yes.
Taxidermy cheese!"
If you want to get the real deal, you just drive a little farther and go to Ellsworth and get the cheese curds.
The good, yes, Ellsworth cheese curds are the fucking best.
That's actually what we use in our deep fried cheese curds. What a wonderful song. Okay, so
that's the cheese. The cheese bit has got to go.
Yeah.
I mean, they can make cheese. They make cheese in California.
Let go of that a little bit.
You know what else we saw?
What else?
We saw trailers on trailers on trailers.
Yeah, trailers on trailers on trailers.
Stacks of motherfucking trailers, homie. Multi-trailer configurations.
We're not even in Chicago yet. We're just talking about our drive-through right now.
Multi-trailer configurations.
Right.
It was
and they were it was like a threesome of trailers. Sometimes a foursome. It was kind of weird. It was like a fucking train.
Trailers stacked on trailers. Yeah. It was like
train porn.
It was like an epic
trailer porn.
It was like epic trailer time.
Yeah.
Trailer time.
Yeah, it was like
trailers on top of trailers on top of trailers and bacon strips and bacon strips and bacon strips.
Welcome to trailerporn.com.
Hey, trailers.
Dude,
we got more trailers than
oh, fuck. Yeah.
I couldn't think of it.
Yeah, right. So now, okay, we go through, so obviously we go around Madison.
Mm-hmm.
We go through Janesville and Beloit. And we get
armpit of Illinois.
And then we get to fucking...
Sorry, you guys, if you're listening.
Illinois. I don't know why you say that. It's not that bad.
I know. I'm just fucking around. Somebody told me some stories.
We get to Illinois, and then you hit Toll Central, which is you have to pay...
Toll City, USA.
4 tolls.
Hey, I was wondering if I could pay more to drive on the road.
Okay, so there's 4 tolls before you get to downtown Chicago. The first one's $1.90. The second one's $3.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Can we talk about this?
All right, $1.90.
How many fucking dimes do you think they have in that booth?
I don't get the $1.90. I get the $3 and the $1.50s. Okay, so let me just tell you, the first one's $1.90. The second one's $3, and then that last two are $1.50.
$1.50 I don't even get. Why do you have change? Would you have minded paying the extra $1? Well, you wouldn't have minded paying $1 less.
You know what? I'd rather just paid $2 at every one.
Yeah, because that $3 one, they could have just stretched on the other two.
Yeah, exactly. Who put that plan together? Sharon Sonny Bono?
No, what did we say?
No, what was it? What did we say?
I was like...
Whose fucking idea was that for $1.90?
The engineer, the sadistic... It was somebody's sadistic mother was a civil engineer. Who was the woman?
Oppenheimer?
No. That's good though. No, it was. It was war.
I think I said
it was Christy Mack's sadistic mother, civil engineer mother. She just to torture the people of Illinois.
Yeah, $1.90.
I don't think she's from Illinois.
$2. I'll say this: the roads are nice, but they're making a fucking killing off those tolls.
Oh my god, it's ridiculous. They got to make 100,000 at each of those booths a day.
I guarantee it. And then
that's talking, both funny? Going both ways, so that's like 200,000 at each.
And
section.
then I guess property taxes are just going to skyrocket. What the fuck's going on in Wisconsin?
I don't know. That's ridiculous. We'll have to ask. We should have Jason Michael's dad on, and he can tell us about it.
Yeah, it's got to be expensive up there.
I think so.
You don't even really
like 11,000.
Yeah, in areas where there was between Fox Lake and Chicago that Mike said that was like up to 10 to 11,000.
Isn't that up by Genoa?
He's like, you don't even really own your house at that point.
It's for the mobsters anyway. Isn't that up by Genoa?
I don't know. Probably. I mean, I have to look at a map.
Yeah, we don't. You don't owe. It's like you're paying. What did you? Yeah, it's like you're paying rent on top of your house. It's like you're paying rent to own a mortgage.
Yeah, it's like you still don't own your house.
Fuck, dude. It's almost like that here, but I don't know. Not nearly as bad.
We're like $2 or $3 grand. Yeah, which is a third.
You're banking.
Third to a fourth.
Wow.
That's crazy. So, okay, so let's talk about. Just stop.
Well,
fucking retard.
Well, we can say retard now because we heard that on another podcast.
Yeah, you can say it.
And I love all people of the world, so I hope people understand what's going on here.
So tell them about So
we're Illinois, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to interject on this fucking thing right here? This ridiculous observation?
Cheese curds and...
All right, so we learned that Illinois has stinky toll roads and there's stinky criminals in Illinois. Everybody knows they're crooked. But Illinois is still definitely in love with Brian Urlacher. He's in love.
Can't let him fucking go.
Yeah, he is in love with his new hair. RestoreHair.com has made a significant investment in billboards in the greater Chicago area.
If you take that drive between like Rockford and Chicago,
there's at least
you will fucking notice they're everywhere.
With 50 billboards?
At least.
I think there's at least 50 billboards in the greater Chicago area with ridiculous pictures of Brian Urlacher with hair. I still think it might be a hoax.
It says Restore 54, and it's like got Brian Urlacher.
Yeah, and if you type that in, you get RestoreHair.com, which we did research for the day because it was outrageous. I don't think people understand how many of these... Expound on how many of these billboards there are.
It's crazy.
They look something else.
It's just as ridiculous as looking at all the beer and Culver's fucking signs in Wisconsin.
Exactly. That's pretty close.
Just leave it.
I will.
But that's my job. You think everything is your job. It's my my job. I got it.
Right here, and it's going to play the commercial, and I was just going to crank it down a little bit while it does that. Oh, is this in a different language?
No.
All right, good. So... Well, the video's better.
War Machine
is beautiful.
Yeah, it's not about the...
All right, so it's literally ridiculous. Right?
I thought it was ridiculous.
How fucking much did they spend on billboards?
What does Jason say there? He just popped a message.
Oh, shit. I didn't even see that. Tell the... Oh, sweet. He's right here. Dude, we're getting a message about the podcast.
I just told him we're podcasting.
Tell the Flummery listeners...
Jason is in Oregon right now. One of his shows.
You can pinch this. Pinch my butthole.
I don't want to touch anything
Not
on
my
you.
nipple.
I've already had a long weekend with you.
Shut the fuck up, Lance.
You shut the fuck up. Glad. I mean, we got back, and I took a little nap. You had dinner with your family.
I'm not gonna lie.
And I was like, I'm so glad that he went home, and then you come back to my house to do this fucking shit tonight. I just wanted to take a fucking sleep.
I'll tell you what. I'm glad to be here. I'm glad you're loving it.
I'm loving it so much. The War Machine's loving it so much. Jason wants me to pitch your nipple?
Yes.
Oh.
So he goes... wait, what the fuck? What were we just talking about? You distracted me with Jason.
Urlacher.
Oh. No, there's something else with that, but whatever. Doesn't matter. 50 million billboards. They must have spent $1 million on
ridiculous.
billboards.
It's
at
like,
least.
What would be a good analogy?
Am I frustrated?
It's a state by state thing. Just like what they want to put their money into. Or advertising.
Yeah, I wonder if they have.
What would it be like
in other states under a completely?
So
different
what would Iowa be?
address.
What would be the billboards in fucking every 5 feet in Iowa? Would it be like a corn husk?
No.
Like put one of these up your butt and run around for 10 minutes and
make
make popcorn.
Grow hair.
No, you make popcorn.
You make popcorn.
Yeah, Jiffy.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
They call it Jiffy butt.
Is there a thing like there's a lot of bald people in Illinois? Is that why that's their thing?
Maybe it is. Maybe it's Maseratis and bald headed people.
There's a lot of Maseratis.
There's a lot of Maseratis downtown Chicago.
If you can afford a Maserati and live in downtown Chicago, you should move the fuck somewhere and like be twice as rich because it's costs so much. Mm-hmm. You'd be twice as rich if you moved somewhere else and bought a Maserati. Yeah. You could have like Legends of the Fall Ranch.
Would you live in Chicago?
I would have a condo.
Yeah, I would too. At the Lake Point Apartments or whatever, or Lake Point. What was that called?
What was that? Lake Point.
Lake Point. It's right there on the pier. There's a place called Lake Point Living or something like that, and they're fucking
Lake Point Residence. I think is what it was.
They're condos, and they're like anywhere from like $3 to $4 million to like
to $400,000 for the cheap ones that don't face the lake, probably.
And
but
like
still awesome.
Half a bedroom.
I wouldn't. I don't know, man. It'd be hard to live there. I would maybe just always get a nice hotel or something. Because you'd have to pay somebody. Well, I guess if you're rich, it doesn't matter. But
yeah, it doesn't matter if you're rich. And you have a Maserati. Did you buy a fucking scratch off? You're not doing it on this goddamn fucking table.
Don't piss me off. I won't have to do it.
Shut the fuck up.
The Flummery East, the Chicago trip.
So
part
we get
1.
there. We get there.
Lance didn't sleep. He was grouchy.
I'm still fucking grouchy.
Well,
It's
you
War
were
Machine.
ungrouchy
It's War
yesterday.
Machine today.
You were ungrouchy yesterday.
You War Machine me today? Oh.
Yeah, you were. You were.
No fucking country on this fucking podcast.
Trust me. There's no way that's happening.
We decided to play some
Johnny
music
was
behind
not country. Johnny was rockabilly.
Yeah, but he's original. He's in the country.
No, that's rockabilly. He and a couple of the other guys. Elvis.
This is like a fucking candy cane.
Is it? Is it good though?
It tastes like
get your spirits up.
It actually tastes like cotton candy.
He's talking about my dick. So I'm the asshole who didn't call one of my friends who fucking lives in Chicago. So I need to mention. So I'm an asshole.
Does Joel listen to the Flummery?
I don't know, but I'm gonna send him a link.
Yeah.
I'm dumb for 2 reasons.
No, just for
he could have given us a lot of intel, and we could have had. I mean, we had a really good time on Saturday, but
which was supposed to be low key, by the way.
No, that was Sunday.
Sunday night.
No, he was fucking he was downtown Saturday, and we could have hung out with Joel in Chicago. Fuck, I felt so bad. It's true. I felt so bad. But let's talk about the first part. Here's the kind of thing. We're doing part 1 and part 2, and there's a reason. We want to butter you up. We want to keep you tuned in. We're going to surprise you with a funny story, cool story in part 2 of the Flummery East Chicago.
Mm-hmm. So I take a nap.
Takes a nap.
Try to maybe an hour or so or something like that.
Yep. On the way in, I got pictures of the skyline while driving your car. You loved that.
Yeah.
So then you ended up taking a picture for me. And yeah, don't do that. Don't drive and take pictures. But
not recommended.
I've needed the pictures. I had to show my kids the skyline.
You had to prove your wife that you weren't just going on some sexcapade.
What would that prove? I could have been in a Screwber while taking the pictures.
I love those.
I know, they're the best.
Are you going to play that or what?
No, not this. We're going to pick something else.
Perfect.
No, it's not. That's so brutal. No, we'll think of something else.
Oh.
I actually have one in my head, but I can't. I have the song in my head. The Dan Band did it and everything, but I can't.
He's doing commercials now.
Yeah, he's always been
with Brian Gumble.
Well, he's been an actor.
Was he?
Yes.
Total Eclipse of the Heart. Play that.
I'm on it, dude. And so we were. There we go. We were already. So we get there and Lance is ornery. So he takes a nap.
I'm ornery right now. So
then what did we do?
Fucking different.
Then what did we do?
It's War Machine today.
War. What did we do right after we got up?
I showered.
I was like, pack it up. We're going out. Pack it up. We're going out tonight.
Yeah, well, my idea was for the evening, which didn't really happen that way. It was UFC 210 was on.
Which we got to see the prelims.
Yeah, we went to across the... So we stayed at the Doubletree, which is the block off of Michigan towards the pier on Ohio.
Which turned out to be the double anal tree.
Yeah, it's a good location. It's like that's very centralized, actually.
Can't believe I'm drinking today.
Yeah, I don't know why you're drinking, but stayed there.
It is like a friggin' candy.
And I was like looking up places to watch UFC, and it said Timothy O'Toole's pub, which was right across the fucking street where we were.
Are they asking people to think that you're a total douchebag for just walking in there?
Why?
Because it's Timothy O'Toole's. Like,
it's a fucking Irish name.
I'm
dipshit.
O'Toole's. Yeah, I know it's an Irish name, but O'Toole. Come on, it's funny. It's like, hey, there goes a guy into O'Toole's. Well, that was us, so we went in there.
I don't get. Yeah, there's no humor by what you're saying.
Well, I'm sorry. That's because you get a stick up your ass.
Mm-hmm. It's War Machine Day, by the way.
Sorry, Timothy.
I'm gonna fucking
O'Toole.
Christy Mack.
I'm gonna take the O off and just call you Timothy
Christy
Toole.
Mack your ass.
That's inappropriate.
It's my background, ho.
All I do is kick the shit out of people.
So we go there, and we get a drink and a shot. we do 2 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
And
at least.
I thought that we're going to show the UFC 210, but apparently they don't buy that anymore. Like, apparently, like a lot of bars around Chicago are abandoning buying UFC because it's just expensive and not worth their time or money anymore. So we got to watch the prelims, and then it was like the next place I saw was like several blocks away. And I'm like, here's the thing. Did we tried one? Oh, we went to the bowling. He recommended us to go to the, what's the bowling alley? Lucky Strike.
Yep.
Which is 3 blocks from there. 2 blocks down and a block to the left.
Mm-hmm.
So we went down there. They didn't have it. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to spend the whole night chasing the UFC 210 down. So we're like, let's go to Russian Division. That's where we went.
Yep. And that sounded good.
Yeah, so we went up to Russian Division.
We didn't want to, like, it was just, we went to the one, and it was the guy, we asked him right away, and he's like, nope, we don't have it.
Yeah, it was like the concierge. It was like he was like a Mexican concierge.
Isn't that a concierge a Latin word? Or is it French? French is Latin.
It's French.
Language of love.
It's French.
Language of love.
The song is lovely. Celine Dion.
When you hear this song, does your brain just go, scrumptious? She sings like this. It's like it's how I podcast.
War Machine wants to barf.
She's got too many S's and all that other shit. She's like, go on, shh. I think we got an air leak.
That's in part 2.
Yeah, okay. What else do we need to know about Saturday night?
Oh,
here's one thing that happened Saturday night. I had a pimped out.
Green
I had my
shirt.
wool Dockers on.
Way better than the whole
Flat front.
shirt you have on with a hole in your armpit right now.
It's the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not filming My Heart Will Go On with Celine Dion right now.
You could be. You should
video
always be
for it.
prepared for it.
At any time, I could be recruited by the Film Institute to recreate the title theme song video of My Heart Will Go On featuring Celine Dion. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Would you do Celine Dion?
No.
Neither would I.
You know she's too skinny for me.
Let's get back on point here.
Okay, where were we?
I
had my pimped out gear on. I looked good. I bought a new shirt and everything. It was only $26. It's a good shirt. I mean, you can only...
The rich people in Russian Division were laughing at you.
Well, I don't care. I look better than they did. I had dress shoes on, black shoes.
What was the first bar we went up to?
Docker pants.
Oh, we went to that like clubby / dark bar on Division. We walked up to it. We had one drink and one shot.
What was it?
I forget the name of it.
Wait, where was it?
It was right by the lodge on Division.
Still not... I literally apparently forgot.
We went around the side of the bar, and there's Asian girls or whatever sitting by us, and I like leaned over and got drinks, and we got back, and then we went over around by where the fireplace and the TVs were, and sat down and had a drink. Remember that?
Nope.
All right, so we left there.
Sorry, this spotty.
Right, and then
we bar hopped in Chicago.
Well, yeah, I mean, then we went down to Dublin's bar, which is
that was probably the highlight. Pretty close to it of the night. It was good for us. Like it was a nice. Everybody in there was kind of regular people, just enjoying an Irish pub, a real Irish pub. No offense, I know you love Timothy O'Toole's and you love the name, but you were right to select to say, hey, we got to go to this other place I've been to before, and we went there.
It's low.
It's 10 times better than O'Toole.
It's not hoochie coochie.
Right. It was like a sit down pub, and it was pretty good.
And then we went to what's that?
Remember the lady though? She had sorry. Remember the lady had like Vicks Vapor Rub.
One of the bartenders. She was kind of cute though, man. I think she was just sick.
Yeah, I feel like.
You're like, is she on drugs? I'm like, she's not on drugs.
She looked like she was on drugs until we realized she had Vicks Vapor Rub under her nose and she was sick.
Right. And then I watched her wipe it off. Yeah, just she had a greased upper lip.
Don't touch my fucking beer.
Greased upper lip.
Yeah.
I wonder if she does that to her vagina too.
She must be Italian. Oh.
My herps are kicking in. I need yeah.
That was.
I thought she was cute actually.
Italian girls are cute. They just have greasy upper lips. I know. I got plenty of them in my family. Oh, that's my favorite part. Dude, he's going to heaven. She's going to heaven.
What's that bar you wanted to go with?
In Jack and Rose
Diablo's?
United.
Dibs?
No.
The steakhouse cocktail bar that's in the fucking...
Oh, Bar Gibson.
Yeah, Bar Gibson.
I've been there before. I was there with my wife, my brother-in-law, my brother and my sister-in-law. My real brother, folks, not my brother-in-law. And we were there one time, and I don't know, I just remembered it. So I'm like, oh, we got to go there. And honestly, the last time I was there,
It's
I was
cool. It's like a
kinda
wedge.
antsy, but this time
It's
it was
like
nicer.
a pie-shaped bar.
Well,
Wedge.
it's featured, and it's featured in the league. But I'll tell you, if you've been there, you know that it doesn't look the same as the league. I don't know if that's the real Bar Gibson or if there two Bar Gibsons.
There could be other ones. I don't know.
But
please call in and let us know that right now.
Call us in right now. Okay,
call us.
we're not going to talk until we get a phone call.
612-555-5557.
7.
Yeah.
If you want my extension, it's 5556. But we want you to call at 5557.
You want to call? You can call War Machine. You can get me at the 7.
5558. Yeah. Studios 5557 though. Use that one.
Yeah. Call
We're
in
just
and
gonna
let
wait,
us know
guys.
if there's a Bar Gibson. We're gonna wait here.
You know what? It doesn't look like we're getting any calls. So I was trying not to laugh.
I don't think we ever did that before.
I'm surprised you quit breathing for once.
Yeah, I was about to lose it.
Oh, that was good.
No callers, I guess. I guess nobody can tell us about Bar Gibson.
Fine, I guess you can call us later when you listen.
And then okay, so then we hopped around a little, whatever. And then it was like, let's get back close to home, and then we went to Mother Hubbard's.
Old mother bitchin' ass Hubbard's.
I've been to before.
That was good. I liked Old Mother Hubbard's.
It's just Mother Hubbard's.
But, right, yeah, I suppose you're right. But I was so shit-faced.
I was just tired, and I was like...
You were tired? You weren't wasted?
I was wasted. I felt more wasted. Well, we got pizza. We ordered pizza and wings from there.
Oh, yeah. It did end up being... And I had some...
We ended up going home about 2 o'clock in the morning. Not 5, because the bars... Not all bars are open until 5 there.
Yeah, we went to that one because it was open later.
5.
But we still ended up going at like 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30, 2 o'clock. And I was like, hey, let's go get a pizza. She's like...
Sorry. Go on.
Perfect.
Oh, Jason, the chicks, if we do have chick listeners, Jason, they're wet right now.
Right.
They're moist when they heard this song start. Oh, Kevin Costner. You're so young.
So I was like, let's go get a pizza. And the awesome bartender, who was kind of like really overly nice, like, I don't know, she wanted to like...
She wanted a little of the D.
Yeah.
The D spot and the G
Yeah,
spot.
I kind of was feeling that. Anyway,
Good.
she's like, oh, you can't get pizza anywhere else. Everybody's closed. I'm like, really? I think she just wanted me to order from her.
I'll tell you what, though, those wings were phenomenal. They were nice and hot.
Yeah.
They weren't too hot. And the pizza was
And they
good,
were
too.
full wings. They were like the full together wings.
Yep. They have the
Pizza
little
was decent.
deformed
Pizza was
wing tips
okay.
on
It
the
was like a frozen pizza cooked up.
end.
That's what I got out
I
of
liked it.
It was
I thought
okay.
It was good. I liked it had that flavor
And by the way, it wasn't like
that your guys' pizza have, which I think is like almost a fennel type deal. Like a fennel seed, is that what they're called?
Femelin?
No, femesculin.
Mm-hmm. That's
new-
okay. And then we, you passed
medication
out,
I'm working
and I got a
on.
great picture of your butt crack.
Oh, that's now it'll be featured on the re-release of Mastodon's Crack the Sky.
Mastodon's Crack the Sky. And then I tried to watch.
I can't imagine how you could resist grabbing it.
Yeah, so drunk, and then you fell asleep, and I tried to watch
Which
Lego
was your perfect opportunity. But you didn't take it.
to get inside you.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't take it. I'm just telling you.
What if you woke up with a sore butthole?
Okay, so this is supposed to mean something else, but now it's kind of weird that we're talking about this with her in the background, so we better just move
Yeah, let's
on.
just roll with it.
If anybody wants to call in with some requests, we'll just kind of hang out and wait for you.
Let's do it.
Yep.
Call us in with a
Call in as soon as you can. Caller number 2.
Caller number 2.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, well, we got one caller, so we didn't. I have a feeling we don't want to overuse that one because people might. We only got one caller, so we had to just kind of cancel that whole deal. They also requested something by a Green Jelly, so we didn't want to play that.
Green Jelly? Love Green Jelly.
Well, they requested something from Green Jello, and I was like, first of all, I can't say that.
What do you mean you can't say it? War Machine can say it.
We'll get sued. War Machine can say whatever he wants in jail. Are you referring to your new hero, or are you referring to yourself in the third person? War Machine can say it.
War Machine
doesn't talk like that.
I talk in third person.
Okay, I gotcha. Because you are War Machine. Mm-hmm. Well, you are now.
Yeah, like you have to treat how you say your name differently when you are War Machine. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
You have to live a different life.
So real different.
So, anyways, I was watching the Lego Movie, and then I
saw the first 10 minutes.
I couldn't follow it. It was just too much going on, and me being drunk and tired, I was like, I think I turned on regular TV or a different cable movie or something.
It was regular TV when I woke up.
Yeah,
and it was bad. I woke up. I had the biggest headache. But one thing,
did you go in the bathtub?
And when I woke up at 10 in the morning, and I was like, please, no. I'm like, let me sleep till 11. Please let me sleep till 11. But I had a pulsing headache, which I don't usually get. But I had, like I said earlier,
when you're out with War Machine, you fucking drinking.
Yeah, me and War Machine are real tight.
T-I-T tight.
T-I-G-G-T-T tight. Tight.
So I think we nursed our hangover till about 2 or 3 in the afternoon.
It was at least. Yeah, it was 2:30.
I threw up.
I started getting ready.
I threw up Saturday or Sunday morning.
You know what's bad when you throw up in the friggin' morning after?
And my shit wasn't
That's bad.
digesting.
That is bad. Well, I think we can cut that off now for a while.
Yeah, you think so?
I think so. Because we're starting to creep closer towards
doing it together.
A big event. We really did it together on Sunday, and we're starting to creep closer to that. But like you said, we headed out about 2-3 o'clock.
Yeah, we went for a little walk. We head down towards the
Millennial
pier.
Park. We went to the pier first.
It's not Millennium Park anymore. It's Millennial Park.
We talked to Jesse Ventura, and he's going to lobby the Illinois Congress to get them to change the name
to Millennial Park. Not Millennium.
We've got like 10 voters in our favor, so it looks like it's going to pan out for our new name.
I think so.
You know how millennials are. I want it named after us.
Decisively indecisive. You're not.
Wait, we're not millennials.
No, we're Generation X.
Yeah, we're Y.
No, Y is.
Oh, we've been over this.
Are we Y?
Yeah.
Isn't Y the same as
one's male and one's female?
It's too much for. I can't think that hard.
I don't remember what we figured out because we
talked about it before.
We totally.
We were talking about it with somebody else that was here at the same time too, though. But I can't remember, and I don't really want to think. War Machine doesn't want to think about it too hard today.
Yeah, I like it when you refer to yourself as War Machine.
You like it?
Yeah.
Does it kind of turn you on a little bit?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Get rocked.
So we didn't make it to Millennial Park right away. We went to the pier.
Yeah, we went to the pier
and walked across and walked down.
We got some good pictures. They have a big new amphitheater. Everything was really cool. Then we got to the Bean, and the Bean in the park. What is the name of that actual thing called?
It's not named after a bean. It's
named after Michael Bean.
I'm gonna look it up right now.
So we got there, and I went into the park, and there's this guy singing, and he's got
he looked like a Nazi.
He's got his shirt off. He's got an American flag around bandana
his face.
It's like you're not on a motorcycle, so take a goddamn bandana off. But whatever. And I don't know, he was obviously messed up.
It's called Cloudgate.
Cloudgate, like Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah.
It looks like Flight of the Navigator.
It's Cloudgate. I knew it wasn't a bean.
Cloudgate.
It looks like a fucking bean.
Yeah, it looks like a lima bean.
Cloudgate is an public sculpture by Indian-born British artist. What the fuck? Can we say that again? Cloudgate is a public sculpture by Indian-born British artist Anish Kapoor.
Anish Kapoor.
That is the centerpiece of the AT&T Plaza in Millennium Park, a.k.a. Millennial Park.
Yeah, soon to be Millennial Park. Mm-hmm. I'm getting wrapped up in these videos. I gotta stop.
It was pretty. Yeah, stop looking at it.
I know.
Fucking concentrate on the fucking topic.
Fine. You know what? Shut the fuck up.
You shut the fuck up. Pack your shit and get going.
Pack it up. You gotta go. I'm gonna take a shower.
Pack it up, Lance. God, that was annoying.
I said it once. You said it 100 times.
You said it twice.
Okay. That's because I was trying to wake you up.
And then the farts followed.
That was great. What was the last thing we did before part 2?
Watching the fucking video.
I'm asking the question here.
What?
What was the last thing we did before part 2?
Went to bed. Fucking watched movies.
No, we're on Millennial Park already.
Oh. That's not... This
That's
is
Sunday.
part 2. This is part 2.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about getting up and walking around. This is part 2. Before we go to the show at the House of Blues. So
okay.
we
So day 2.
You have a fucking Chicago dog at the park, and you shoved a fucking pickle in my face, and I slapped you. He takes the pickle off his goddamn fucking hot dog. It's a Chicago dog, so it's loaded with like the little fucking corn peppers and
they're
everything.
Sports peppers.
Whatever. They're fucking whatever. He takes a pickle off and shoves a half-eaten pickle in my face.
Well, I didn't do that. I waved it.
Like right in my peripherals.
Well,
in War Machine's peripherals.
Speaking of peripheral.
When you wave a pickle in War Machine's peripherals, he barks back.
All right, so here's what I did, though. You misunderstood because you're a monster. What I did was I gently waved it under your nose so you could get the aroma. And I asked you, I said, hey, you want a pickle?
Yeah,
whap, whap, whap.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
You were like waving a penis in my face.
That's good. That I thought was pretty funny.
No.
And then you slapped me gently.
Yeah,
kind of a loving slap.
Tap.
And I laughed.
And then we walked,
till I
get out of the
peed.
park. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of the park. It was busy that day. The park was busy. And by the way, it's changed
10 different
since 2
languages
years since I've been there. They've added a lot of new shit to that park.
I've never wanted to.
An amphitheater there.
C-3PO more.
There's a new bridge, which is like a sculpture bridge.
Yeah, it's kind of like a waste of walking.
Well, it's definitely not to the point because you fucking swerve like a
You
snake.
go, yeah, like 3 S's.
Yeah. So it's definitely not a fucking highly functional bridge.
I think we're not on iTunes.
It's just like, let's bring you on an adventure across this bridge to get to the fucking Cloudgate.
AT&T Park to Major War Machine.
And that
like there
was quite different nationalities in that fucking park. There's a lot of different people.
Like I said, I never wanted to be C-3PO more. I need to know a million languages to hear what was going on.
I am fluent in 6 million different forms of communication.
You know what? I need you to check your truck for something.
What?
When I went into the park initially, this lady, she had a shaved head and a Jedi outfit on.
Yeah.
And she had like a kind of a man purse thing that she obviously had made herself. Mm-hmm. A what?
Asuka.
If that's how you want to justify it. So she reaches in and I'm like, what's she doing? And she looks me directly in my eyeballs. She hands me these 2 beaded bracelets and goes, peace.
I didn't even see that. Where was that at?
I was right behind you. And it was on the way.
Were we leaving the park?
I was almost to the bean.
Oh, it was before you got to the Cloudgate?
Yeah, I've got a picture of it. And so anyway.
Would you touch my penis?
Touch my penis.
Is that what you said to her afterwards?
No, she looked me right in the eyes and I was like, what?
I didn't even see that.
She said, peace. And I said, oh, peace. And I took the 2 bracelets.
You know what? She did it.
And you know what?
She's concerned about your well-being.
Good. I'm glad. I'm glad somebody is.
Not me. Not War Machine.
I've got a picture of him with me holding him in the bean. You know what I never fucking did?
What?
Actually step back and take a picture of the bean to show to my kids. So I'm showing them all these pictures of my reflection and they're like, okay. I'm like, well, yeah, but it's really cool because it's in the thing. And I didn't have a picture of the thing. Oh, dear
I'm going to put one on Instagram right now.
All right, that sounds good. And no, it's not more flattering for me to be scrunched down into a smaller size, by the way. It's just like aggravating the looks I already have. So here's the deal. We end up and then we searched to have a little snack. What did we have? This is how bad my memory is.
Oh, so we were walking. You're like, you want to eat? I'm like, no, I don't want to eat. No. So we agreed to get a little bite to eat. We tried.
I was like, I'm starving.
So we go closer. We're walking back north at this point.
Yeah.
Can I tell you a story about the lady on the way there that I couldn't fucking stand either?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Actually, tell that story, and then we'll be done with this part of the story.
Okay.
We'll go on like the part 2 that everybody wants to hear about.
Well, we can talk about part of the concert and meeting up with some buddies there too.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
So we're walking and we're getting out of the park. We're going probably straight west to go to State to walk north. I think that's what it was. I don't know what street we're going on, but we're walking towards State to go north towards the House of Blues to get to our destination and grab a bite to eat. In the meantime, there's this lady right over when we cross Michigan Avenue.
Oh my God.
She's with 3 little girls, and she fucking is on the phone yelling.
Beautiful little
girls. These girls are like 3, 4, 5
and
years,
6 or 7. My daughter's age.
And she's on the phone yelling with absurd fucking language while her kids are there witnessing it.
Do you know what she said? The first sentence she said?
What?
So she was talking to somebody she knew. The first sentence she says is, "What do you mean? You know, if I'm leaving, you need to follow me. I didn't leave you there." Like, so she just like left somebody there and is now yelling at them. And just expects somebody to just follow her no matter what.
Right.
And I was like, God, that's not good. But anyway, go on with it.
So I thought,
how loud was it?
How loud was she?
Yes.
Very loud. Like, if you were half a block away, you could still hear like normal talking because she's fucking yelling on her phone. So we get a little ways, we're ahead of her, and I think we stopped for a second and kind of figured out where we were going, and then we turn on State, which is pretty, nice block. There's a lot of business going on and a lot of people walking around. And then somehow we run into her again, and she calls somebody back up and starts swearing in front of her kids again, and I'm like, there's a Walgreens, and I'm like, we're going in here because if I'm around her, I'm going to lose it on her. I almost lost it on her.
You took panic attack break. You were like, fuck. We went into a revolving door of like some pharmacy or something.
Yeah, it was Walgreens.
Walgreens, just walked right in. You're like, dude, I'm sorry, but if I had to be around that lady, I was going to start yelling at her.
Right.
Oh my God, it was brutal. I don't know how somebody does that. It was bad. It was very, very bad.
Oh. Open another beer. Anyways, I want to get away from her and walking.
Let's go on.
So, like,
let's get to the good shit.
Well, it was our idea to, you like coaxed me, like, let's get something to eat. So we tried a couple places. Nothing was good. We went to Harry Carey's originally. We stopped at the Selena bar or tavern, and nothing looked good there. So then we ended up going Dick's bar, which is where they're...
Dick's Last Resort.
Yeah.
Where they're mean to you.
Yeah, they're mean to you. And I ended up getting a fucking Southwestern chicken salad.
Guess what I got? Anybody who knows me knows what I got.
Fucking wings.
Wings.
Wing King.
Say it.
Wing King.
What is...
Tommy want
That's
wingy.
right. Tommy does want wingy.
Fucking wing
Better
connoisseur.
believe it. So, I guess let's talk about when we got inside.
Oh.
You had kind of set up to meet with a couple of people.
Oh, yeah. So these are buddies of ours. Well, more of Jason's, and they're...
Let's say they're two new friends from Chicago.
Yeah, well, I've known Mike for a while. Mike Lang and Anthony Burke from the band Fire.
Fire, yep.
Met up with us.
Yeah, they hung out with us
for most of the show. I don't think they're huge Periphery fans. I think they were more... That's Anthony cool. Was more of a Norma.
He definitely was like, yeah, these guys are shredding.
Yeah, he loves Norma. And Norma Jean was good. I did enjoy them.
Yeah, they were tight. They played really well together, obviously.
Sounded good. And I guess they've been around for a while, and I'm pretty sure I've seen them before with another band, but it's been a while.
What we've talked about, what everybody knows about me maybe by now, is that I don't like it when it's just a screaming, so I was kind of like, I don't know how much. And then they did get into a couple songs that really got to me, though, so... Really a pretty cool band. We saw Norma Jean. We missed... I got it right here. Sorry, we missed it.
Did you change the account on the Flummery podcast?
I don't think so. We missed Infinity Shred though, but we did see Norma Jean and we saw the Contortionists.
I love them, but their sound wasn't that great.
You know what? I was really looking forward to it too because I've never seen them, and like just brought up some. Anyway, we just brought up some music of theirs on the way down. I was like, oh, okay, because I had them confused with a different, like, literally one of as far different as bands like that could be. I had them confused with another band for like a year. Otherwise, I would have been listening to them. But whatever. There was a low mid. There was a low range going on in their set that was kind of drowning out the nice mids and highs. And I don't know how the sound guy didn't do that because when Periphery went on, they had their own sound guy.
I'm saying Norma Jean was before the Contortionists and Periphery was after, and both of their sounds sounded fine.
Did they all have different sound guys? Because remember somebody said that Periphery had their own sound guy.
Oh yeah, they got a Mark Keaties or whatever his name is, and then they got Jeff.
I got a picture of him.
So we'll get to that. But yeah, so we went up with those guys. The show was fun. It was over early because it was all age, which I was pretty happy that it was an early show because I don't like being at shows till 12 or 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning.
And initially, what were we going to do?
I think we got out of there by 9:22. Go get something to eat.
And we did, but like we were going to take it easy.
Yeah, it was like, hey, let's just take it easy. And then by the end of the show, I was 2 beers in.
Yeah, which wasn't bad. Like we took it pretty fucking easy.
I'm like, no shots in that.
It was a good enough concert. Well, I mean, oh my god.
Then I was like, heart set to like get a steak. That was my thing. And then every fucking steak place closes at 10 o'clock there. And I was like, fuck. Somewhere at 9.
So we ended up at Harry Carey's.
Harry Carey's.
Harry Carey's.
They're open. Their bar was open until 12, but the restaurant closed at 10. So we were lucky enough to get in there and get a bite to eat. And I got a steak and I was happy.
I had awesome spaghetti and I added red pepper to it, and it was it's real spaghetti sauce. It was very good. It was better than Buca de Beppo, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
What do we got? Let's get into it. The Periphery show.
Yeah, fucking awesome.
What do you think?
Sounded great.
We all kind of hung back for a while, and then I went down.
I hung back by the bar because it was comfortable and I could move around.
Yeah, it was nice. And I did most of the show, but there was about 4 songs where I went down to the floor, and I'm like,
you were by the sound booth.
Yep, I went down to the main floor, and I was right at the back of where everybody was just. I mean, the floor was like there was an earthquake. It was like waving, like when everybody would jump.
Let me explain the House of Blues. It's a cool looking fucking building. It's something like it looks like a turtle shell in space.
Or like a turtle bathtub.
Yeah, it's like a fucking space turtle. I've never seen a building like that. I wasn't aware that it was like that, but it's a cool building and it's old. I think it was built in the 60s.
I don't know. The one guy tried to fill us in,
but it didn't become House of Blues until the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
90. What did we figure out? It was like 95 or something.
Yeah. But it's a cool venue, man. It was kind of hip, and it had some weird. It was like Pier 1 Imports. Like you walk in there and there's some.
What did we say? Oh, Mike and I were talking about it, and I was like, he was
Mike
like,
Lang?
it's like some, yeah. He's like, oh, it's like some Pirates of the Caribbean shit in here. And I was like, yeah, we're on Tortuga right now.
That's funny. War Machine thinks that's funny.
Oh, good for you, buddy. Dumb, kind of funny.
Oh yeah, I thought it was cool. It had an eclectic artness to it. In it.
What does eclectic mean? Just different?
Just different.
Okay.
It doesn't mean bad or good. It's just eclectic.
Yeah, that's good. It's not eccentric.
So after
eclectic.
our steak, we went back to the House of Blues.
Yeah.
Because they have the restaurant
bar. We wanted to listen to some blues and have
they
a
had
beer.
blues going on. But they closed right away. We had a beer and a shot.
And we were still taking it easy at this point.
Yep. And the House of Blues is right by Lake Michigan, or the river there that goes into Lake Michigan.
Yes.
And it's just on the north side of the river there.
I'm going to call it Chicago's Hudson River.
Right. And the next time I go down there, I want to stay at Hotel Chicago.
I know. Hotel Chicago. You didn't get that one when I did.
And eat at the Woolery or whatever that place is.
The Woolery?
Yeah, remember that other steakhouse is right on the river there?
Chuck Woolery's? Well, we would eat.
We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Well, we would eat at the one that they suggested is like the best steakhouse there, right? Isn't that what you're talking? Is it called the Woolery?
The white one right next.
Yeah, right next to the river.
It's all subjective. What the best steakhouse is. I guarantee you that steak at Chris Roos or Roos Chris would have been better than fucking Harry Carey's.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that next time. But so I'll get
the steak wasn't bad at Chris Harry Carey's. It just wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was
the best.
It was really crusty.
It wasn't a $50 steak.
No, it was $48, and I felt no way that it was worth $48.
Yeah, it was. You're there because it's a cool place to be, but in here, pay more for your steak.
I got shrimp cocktail and steak.
Did have a nice sear on it. Well,
all right, let's move on. We had one drink at the House of Blues, and they were closing up, and that was it.
Out.
Well, Sunday night. It's weird. People close. It seems like they fucking just shut down early on Sunday nights,
which is strange. I know it's a Sunday night, and if you're from the Twin Cities, that's kind of the there's lots of bars open on Sunday, and there's rarely very many people in them. But it seemed like strange that it would be like that even in Chicago.
Yeah, so
because there's so many people.
There's only select people that stay open, and that's what it comes down to. So we're walking out, we're coming back, and we're going across the street, and we're at the Public House.
Public House.
The Public House, and on the side of the Public House, who do we run into?
I'm gonna just Spencer.
Yes,
we run into Spencer.
We had no. This is probably an hour and a half after the concert was done.
Yes. Spencer, the lead singer of Periphery,
was walking past us, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
And I looked at him, and I was immediately like a giddy loser. I'm like, hey, oh, hi. Hello, hi, hello.
War Machine was like, hey, man, let's get a picture.
Yeah, okay.
And War Machine took a picture of us taking with him. And then he was like, it was
what
cool.
did he say?
He's like, hey, let's go in here and have a beer or a drink. And I'm like, sounds good.
And I'm like,
and this is where
serious?
This is where it turns in from not taking it easy to getting fucking drunk again.
Well, here's my problem. Okay. I'm like,
I'm going to if Spencer's going to fucking hang out with us, I'm going to hang out with fucking Spencer.
Yeah. And here's me. What is happening right now? Are you serious? You know what? I don't do this. Like, I don't do Starstruck or whatever, but I was like, I just saw one of the best shows I've ever seen, and now I'm fucking talking to the guy.
Yep.
I was it took me like 25 minutes.
The show and the lights were fucking phenomenal. It was awesome. And I want to give props. I got a story that Spencer told us that I want to tell too, but you got to give props to Jeff Holcomb, who's Mark Holcomb's brother. He was there with us.
Yeah, he was fun. Oh, I talked to him quite a bit too.
Cool dude. I think you talked to him more than I talked to him.
Yeah, it was really nice to talk to him. We talked about the show, and we talked about how he filmed and created the documentary for, edited.
He does a lot of that stuff. He does a lot of
documentary for Remain Indoors, which if you haven't seen it, it's on YouTube. You go to Remain Indoors. Mm-hmm. There will be the video of the song, and then there will be the video of the documentary.
It's the making. 55 minutes long. The video is actually the making of P3. That's what the video is about.
Yeah, it's called Remain Indoors though.
But yeah, I thought I gave him props. I'm like, dude, it's got to be awesome to have your brother. Your brother's in the band. He's a guitar player. He's a badass fucking guitar player. And I was like, it's really cool.
They're all so good.
They're all really good musicians. And I go, it's really cool that they brought you on board, and you can be like, I said this to him. I said, it's cool that you found a creative outlet, and he's important to the band. Because he's doing lighting for them on their tour right now.
Which I've got a great picture, and I showed him the picture. I said, Jeff, this is my favorite picture of the night. And I couldn't show him the picture, but I explained it.
Oh, your phone was dead.
Yeah, my phone died, and I'm like sitting here with these two people that I think are awesome, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? I can't show him the picture I took. I thought he would have really appreciated it, because that's what he's doing. He's presenting the light show. He's the visual, and they're the aural. You know what I mean? And
he's initially part of the band.
Exactly.
He's an extension of the band. And that's what I said to him. I'm like, you are part of the band. He's
producing the show,
right?
In a way, a part of the show. He's producing part of the show, just like the great sound guy was producing part of the show. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Making it, which his name. What?
Marquides. Okay. You know what? He's funny though. Like if Periphery's not on tour, he'll go on with other friends. And bands from Sumerian and stuff, and do.
I'd hire him.
He was with Animals as leaders, and
it sounded fantastic. So
right, he's the live sound guy.
But I showed Jeff, or I tried to show Jeff a picture. My phone was dead, but I told him I ended up having to describe it to him.
My name is Jeff.
My name is Jeff, and
I'm not ragging on Jeff Holcomb. I'm just
fine. I talked about the picture I was trying to get. I took like 10 pictures to get it, where I wanted it was like a 3-band light, that comes out, and it was behind Spencer, and his arm is raised, his fist is raised in the air.
You should play Remain Indoors while we're talking this.
You know what? I got to say something. We got permission to talk about our experience and our kind of fun conversation that we had, but I didn't get permission to play their music. I don't, and I'm not gonna. Is that cool?
That's fine.
I think. Sorry.
Isn't that kind of promoting them still?
Yeah, but we didn't specifically get permission, and since they're on a major label and they're on a major
money off this right now.
No, but it's fine.
Okay.
You want to listen? You got to go to iTunes, buy the album, Periphery 3, and then after you listen to that, you'll do what I did when I was a kid. When I hear a good album, I go back and buy all the shit before.
You can listen to that album front to back for 6 months.
Yep. It's very good.
That's how good that album was. And what I told Spencer that night too, I go, dude, you're killing it. I'm like, you're getting those hooks and licks. It's fucking awesome. And I got a funny story. He told you this too. He's like, I go, hey, we're hanging out he's on a second glass or third glass of wine or whatever. I go, hey, I don't want this to be weird. I want you to be fucking chill, and I'm chill. I don't, initially I was like, oh, this is fucking cool. But
I was. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, ugh.
Yeah. And he's like, oh, I gotta tell you something. And I'm like, what? And he's like, Donnie Wahlberg fucking came in.
That's right.
And fucking introduced himself to me. And he's like,
awesome.
My 15-year-old listens to your shit all the time. I love it. And she's like, I had to come.
Donnie Wahlberg's kid listens to Periphery, made him
go to the show. And Donnie
he made him start listening to him. And then
Donnie, being who he is, can just fucking walk into a green room where the band is and be like, hey, I'm Donnie Wahlberg.
Yeah, no shit.
And he's like, so there's different levels of meeting somebody and being starstruck. And he's like, I get it. He's like, I felt like, I go, well, I'm not that. I'm like, I'm excited to meet you. And he's like, when I met Donnie, he's like, I was just like, holy fuck.
So you was starstruck a little bit.
Yeah, he was starstruck. Spencer was starstruck.
Which
over
is
Donnie
funny because you got that feeling when you're talking to those guys that it was kind of weird because if they were here and you were interviewing them, the two guys we talked to from
Jeff and Spencer,
exactly, the two of the several people in the band that we talked to, you got this honesty and this. He had this repertoire going that you wouldn't have, I don't think, if they were sitting right here and we were doing this. So I want to kind of convey that, how it was an honest conversation. It was honest and it was fun. And
yeah, it was low key. It was fucking cool. And I kept coming back to music, but you talk about motorcycles with him.
Yeah, dirt bikes from when he was a kid. We talked about
he grew up in San Diego.
Yeah, we talked about we talked about everything. We talked about our favorite types of music. We talked about his buddy Taylor.
Oh, we got in the cab and listened to the 1957s with him.
Yeah, no, 1975.
1975. Yeah. Hey, it's the same numbers, just switched around. Yeah, he's like, you got to listen to these guys.
My parents would like the first one.
And he's I kind of knew where he was going because I think I heard Misha was saying he was into him at one point, but he's like, he had the cab driver turn it on the Bluetooth and played the 1975s. And it was
like a Escalade that we took from one place to another.
Yeah.
And had the best sound system in the world.
We took a fucking limo Escalade.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
And I wanted to.
It was $15.
I wanted to impress Spencer cheap. A little bit. So we went, and we were going to go get pizza. See, this is where I just wanted to go home. So this bar, Public House.
But there's no way we were going to do that.
That was at 2 a.m, wasn't it?
There was no way we were going to stop.
No, it was okay, I got to go do this. So we ended up going to this
because we were going to take it easy.
We went to a fucking alley bar in the basement called the Spy Bar, which is buried.
I've changed the name several times. It's the Spy Bar.
It's the Spy Bar.
Yeah, we were at the Public House.
The Public House before that.
And then we went to the Spy Bar, which I changed the name to.
Which was kind of we got by word of mouth.
Bar. Yep. Marco, what up?
Yeah, Marco, yeah.
Yeah,
we ended up seeing Marco on the way out too.
I doubt he'll listen to this, but
and okay, I want to say when we get down to the pub, when you go down to the Spy Bar, you get down. It's downstairs. It's literally down a couple.
Yeah, you go in the alley and down the stairs. I'm like, well, this is pretty cool,
Yeah, and it's it's off the beaten path. You're just it was a club. It's a fucking club with a DJ, and there's smoke and it's barely lit, and there's a girl I wanted to fucking tag.
I don't know.
Give her a high five. War Machine wanted to give her a
high
high
five.
five.
You wanted to tag her with your hand to her hand.
Yes. Just give her a...
There was a dancing lady there.
Yeah. It was definitely a club.
She wasn't my... The dancing distracted from her face, I'll tell you that.
I think Spencer was a little...
Sorry.
I think he was a little disappointed they didn't have wine there.
Dad, is that... Yeah, they didn't, right?
No,
so
he ended up drinking Miller Lite bottles.
Yeah, we ended up... Well...
Oh, by the way,
Miller Lights,
Jeff
and then we
didn't
had
make it out with
Coronas.
us at this point.
No,
Jeff went
yeah.
home.
He's a smart
Jeff
one.
was like, all right, I'm
Smarter
done.
than me.
Yeah. And then Spence had an agenda.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm staying out. I'm like, all right, I think it's time to go. Let's go say our goodbyes. He was out smoking.
Yep.
It was a fucking blast, man.
It was great.
I mean, we
It
could
was
sit
great.
here and talk about it all night, but that's all. We don't need to say much more than that.
Right.
It was just a fucking cool ass moment that we got to fucking hang.
And I think we got lucky to catch him where he was like, I want to go. This is one of the nights I can go out because I've got a day off.
Well, Jeff's brother, Mark Holcomb, they're still in Chicago because they went to the opener today. Mark was
opener?
like, I saw one of his...
Is it a Cubs home opener? Is that
Cubs
the deal?
home opener
Okay.
today.
Oh, should we miss that?
Yeah.
That's all
and
right.
yeah, and then we got
we
the
coulda
picture.
gone
So he was like, we got the picture with Spencer, and he's like, hey, let's go have a beer. And we're like,
I was like, fuck yeah.
let's do it.
Are you serious?
Fucking do it.
So
Yeah,
worked out really cool.
he outlasted us, but we were hurting already. And
Yeah, you gotta understand. For me, like, I don't meet people like that. You know what I mean? It's like you guys are all gonna, you're rock stars and whatever. And I haven't been hanging around that often, or that long to be like meeting people, like that are fucking
you
real
got lucky.
rock stars.
We got lucky.
Real lucky.
You got
That's
lucky,
the
and
way
I
it is.
got lucky.
Yeah, yeah. But it was a really
Jason played Northern Invasion with Cold Kingdom too, and I got to hang out next to Scotty Ian from Anthrax and shit and be on stage with him, and fucking Hailstorm and all those bands, man. And it was like right there with him. It's still fun,
I would say, you know what? I don't know if they'll ever listen. I left a little note, anyway, I gave him a little, side note, but we had a few beers. We actually didn't hit it that hard. It was a pretty wholesome time, but
I was having shots.
We got pretty messed up.
I was drunk.
But I do have to say thanks. I mean, it was really a nice kind of. It went from being like starstruck to being like, God, you know what? This guy's pretty fucking cool. I just want to keep hanging out and see what happens.
Yeah,
there's no way I was gonna let that pass. And just like you said, you're like, well, we were gonna take it easy, but there's no fucking way we're not gonna hang out right now.
But there was a certain point where, like, you know what?
This guy wants to talk about what we want to talk about.
Fuck, we hung out with him from 11 till 3 or 4 in the morning.
Wait, don't say that.
And it was like at that point I'm like, you know what? I'm shutting down. Let's fucking go.
I guarantee you he was probably right behind us.
I don't know, man. He seemed pretty wide awake at that point.
Yeah, he wasn't. Anyway, let's not worry about it. But
no, it was a good time, and I was just
really awesome.
I want to reiterate. War Machine wants to reiterate how it was cool and laid back, and it was a cool way to end the night. And it was totally.
I do have a funny story though.
Go ahead.
It was, yeah, you're right. It was cool. We appreciated the.
Thanks, Spencer. Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks, guys. It was really fucking. That's a night that we'll remember, and you can guarantee that if you have a show in Minneapolis or St. Paul, you get a couple guys. I don't care. We'll show for you. We'll introduce you to a couple cool people. We could take you to a place a nice, cool hamburger joint that maybe you wouldn't know about, or a nice, restaurant or something. Just. Anyway, we'll throw that out there, and it was quite a good time.
Did we taxi or walk it back at that point?
I don't want to talk about it.
What do you mean?
Because I'm like, Lance,
I don't remember that.
I'm like, Lance, let's take a taxi. I'm like, fuck it. And I told you.
Did I say like the War Machine say like that?
Yes.
Was I ready to walk or what?
Dude, we did walk. Do you not remember?
Oh, see you.
Well, here's the problem. We walked 4 blocks north, and we were already north of Ohio.
I remember one point, yeah. And we had to walk
already
back.
north, and I'm like, hey, tall buildings are going the other way. You need to stop. And you're like, fuck you. What are you scared? I'm like, I'm not scared. I'm just being smart. So then we take a right. I'm like, let's head towards the lake.
Let's head towards Michigan Avenue.
Michigan Avenue. Yeah, towards the lake, towards Michigan Avenue. So we're getting closer, and I can tell, but I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. And I'm like, I see that cabbie there. I'm going to find out come to find out, we learned from the
you stopped
cabbie.
and talked to him, and we
and
had to
you
go
talked to the guy outside of the bar, and he was like, yeah, you're like 3 blocks north of there. And we were like 6 or 7 blocks north of Ohio. So if we'd have kept going, we'd have been on
maybe
the
2 or 3.
We'd have been on the Gold Coast in a minute.
Awesome. Back at Russian Division.
Night. No. But I got Lance in the cab. I was like, get in the cab. He's like, no, it's just this way. Remember, you talked to the guy, and then we knew which way to go. But I was like, no, it's going to be $7. Let's get in the cab and get home. I'll have another beer, and we go crash out because we got to get up in the morning. Yeah, it was a funny.
I think I
wish I could tell that story better.
We went to. I know. I went to bed immediately when I got back, didn't I?
Well, we sat on our phones for like 15 minutes, and then you fell asleep like with your phone, and it's just out on top of the covers. Done, and I was close.
Was my D hanging out?
I was close behind. Well, not at first. That's the best thing is because I got to save some of my roofies because you were so drunk.
That's cool, isn't it? Worked out for you.
Is that joke?
I was loose and not drugged.
So, am I allowed to make roofie jokes? Like, people get in trouble for saying, like,
I think you should play that November Rain.
Why does it make it okay to make a roofie joke when you're talking about your buddy? If it's a guy.
I don't know. War Machine likes it, though.
Sexist. That's called pussy privilege.
Pussy control. Such a good weekend. Oh, and then...
Oh, a funny story.
Drive back. I want to talk about the drive
back. Oh,
my
God. Funny story, though, that night, like, when I'm still kind of, like, a little off, because I'm not myself, because I'm still, like, it's kind of surreal that this is happening right now. But then I settled in, and it was clear that we're going to have a normal conversation, and it turned out to be really interesting. Like you said, we talk about dirt bikes, we talk about everything, but...
He told me about his family a little bit, and I don't want to talk about it on the podcast, right. But, like...
Very, just honest conversation. But the point is, I was like, I went outside to have a cigarette, and I don't really smoke anymore. I was like, I'm gonna have cigarettes in Chicago. I'm like thinking it'd be this cool thing that I would really love. Well, I had a couple throughout. I had a couple at the end of Saturday night, and I didn't care because I was so lit. I was just like, I went to bed halfway through a pizza and buffalo wings, but Sunday night I went and I had a cigarette with those guys. And I'm standing out there. I get in, and I'm like, I'm the fat guy sweating on Spencer from Periphery.
And he's like,
I'm like sweating. I'm like, you know what? Guys,
like, we're both tall guys. He's a little dude. He's a fucking little dude.
He's got a big voice.
He's got a huge voice.
Oh my God, that show rocked so hard. I mean, I don't know what the highlight is to see them together live for the first time for me.
Dude, my highlight was they played Psycho Spear,
and to see the guitarists.
Like, yes.
Facing each other, hitting every note at exactly the same time live. I was like, I watched them for a couple minutes just like, how are they doing that? So tight. It sounded so tight. And I think everybody agrees that probably is going to be one of their best shows of the entire year because that entire place was packed full of people.
Yeah.
The floor
Spencer
was
said
like
it was the
earthquake.
Best show at that place.
Oh my God, it was
and
awesome.
They've played there before.
That's great. Really was. Chicago really showed up that day, I'll tell you.
They did.
So did Minnesota, baby.
Yeah.
But that's my story. I sweated on them.
And that's cool that Anthony and Michael came out to meet us there too.
Yes.
They bolted.
We had a really good time.
But it was cool. They still showed up.
Got to talk a lot. I got to talk a lot to Anthony. It was really, and it was kind of
I was
cool.
telling Michael how Michael and I are kind of like that way where we don't talk a lot. And you two are just chirp birds. I'm like, it's a good marriage. And he started laughing at that.
I was. And
Anthony's a fucking talker.
Over, he's pointing. He's like, and that's me like. And it was during the Contortionist, who had a good set, but a bad sound guy. I think.
Yeah, I just wasn't into him last night.
That's a bummer. Because I
really did like him. Because I saw him at the Caboose last and they sounded fucking awesome.
What was that? Oh, we were gonna wrap it. We were gonna wrap up the stories with before we talk about the drive home.
And I'm not gonna go too deep. I just was not feeling well on the way home, and that Culver's burger did not help it.
And the chicken
fucking
tender
smell.
Here's the thing: when you're hungover and you're gonna have your first meal of the day, you go big. You're like, I'm gonna have a double or a Culver's butter burger with cheese and lettuce and whatever.
Yeah, and then I ordered chicken strips on top of it.
4 chickens. You ate 1.5 chicken strips.
Barely 1.5. I barely ate one.
I was like, holy shit.
I thought we were going to be Buffalo.
That's why I was
Buffalo
like,
sounded really good to me at that point.
Which is weird. That's weird of you.
Tommy want War Machine want Weenie.
No, it was me.
Yeah.
No.
That I did not feel good. And you went to the bathroom after we're leaving, and I'm not gonna sit here and waste time. So I'm like,
it was good.
I'm just gonna go
choice.
get gas, and you can walk over. And then I went and took a poop.
You know what was nice?
I was really, when I was pulling out of that parking lot after getting gas, I was really concerned about my well-being on the drive home.
You were like shifting so frequently to just.
I was getting kind of tired.
And I was like, it was the last hour.
You just get that. You know how when you get tired and you kind of move yourself.
Your legs
around,
go to sleep and shit.
You're just fucking like it was a horrible drive. It was a horrible drive.
You fucking moved so much. It was like my daughter when she's like crawls into bed with mommy. And she just fidgets the whole time, and finally I just pick her up like, "Come on, sweetie."
And that's not what I was like. That's why I wanted to keep it simple on Sunday night and be like, "Let's not get crazy," because I didn't want to fuck. Next thing you know, we're fucking hanging out with Spencer, and I'm like, "Yeah, it's beer 30 and shots. Let's do it."
Well, you know what they say about a good plan.
Oh, remember? I was like, I had to keep it cold because that cold keeps me like not sick and awake.
Where did he go?
You were like started him putting the heat on.
I turned the heat on. You go. If it gets warm in here, I'm gonna pass out and barf all over you. It's just like how you feel on an airplane, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna barf and pass out on you.
I fucking couldn't stop laughing. That was pretty good. And at this point, we're getting pretty goofy, pretty hinky. Like we had a full fucking weekend.
We were telling each other to fuck off a lot.
Shut the fuck up, Lance.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
I'm opening one more beer and we're gonna close this fucker out good.
We're almost done.
I think so.
So you're going to have another beer?
My hangover's gone.
Good for you.
Damn it.
You can give me one of those grape soda pops.
Where is it? What, Crikes?
No, the grape, fucking Henry's grape.
They're not in here.
Oh, did I drink them all?
Yes.
Whatever. It's all right.
You want an Aquafina?
Yeah, give me that.
Should we pause it?
No. Well, we want you got to call in right now. Can you guys call in and tell us your favorite musician?
All right, third caller.
Third caller, we'll wait.
Next song.
That's the sound of Adam sucking dick. Oh, we got a caller and Tammy called in. She said she wants to hear Guns N' Roses' November Rain. So we're going to play that. Thanks, Tammy, for calling in.
How apropos. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to listen to Guns N' Roses.
And this is a request from Tammy Lichtenberger out of Shakopee, Minnesota.
Yeah.
And we're going to listen to November in the cold November.
I can't believe we actually got a caller.
Yeah. Tammy Lichitsky.
That's a first. Somebody must have told me we were live.
That's an awesome last name, Lichitsky.
I thought it was something else.
Out of Shakopee.
It seemed like
Oh, so we went through the tolls again.
Yes.
And it was but it was opposite. It was $1.50.
We bitched the entire
$3
home.
And then $1.90. And that $1.90 just throws me off. Even more so than the $1.50.
I'd be like, here's your dime, bitch. Like, why? I'd hate to be the guy giving dimes out. Because it's like you're giving back almost nothing.
Yeah.
Unless you're giving somebody $100.
Last time I just wanted to be like, just keep it. But I thought I was going to get a dime. She gave me 2 fucking nickels.
I know, and I yelled, "Whoa, 2 nickels, man!" It blew my mind. Sorry. Oh, it seemed like your good friend Jason was a little jelly about us hanging with Spence. That's what we call him now. Jason, we call him Spence.
Good buddy, Spence.
Don't be jealous.
Don't be jealous.
By the way, you're on a West Coast tour right now. How fucking awesome is that?
He's in Oregon right now.
Oh, I saw the picture. That's pretty cool. They're getting the light show ready, it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
But, so we communicated with him last
night. All you Oregonians, make sure you go.
I'm sure Spencer loves it that I just called him Spence. He's probably like, don't ever fucking call me Spence.
It's the last time I'm going to hang out with War Machine and Frosty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was anyway. But
he did put me on the guest list for Louisville, though.
Yeah, baby.
Which it won't happen. Fuck counts. If I could get my buddy to Tony go... If I could get a hold of him somehow and say, hey, Tony, you know what? You can go to a show for free.
Fly down there.
I could. I'd have to look at the dates.
Wow.
Anyways,
We got an invite too that Anthony's going to give us a full-on tour next time we're there.
Yeah, I want to go down there and then visit his studio and stuff.
Could maybe bring ladies. And they could like go do their thing while we go check out music shit.
What ladies? Maybe want to bring my sister?
She's great.
Yeah.
But I don't, you know.
Come down, Candy.
Come on down.
Come on down.
She's like, no.
I'm going to stay here and drink vodka in my
Give me your ID.
3-season porch.
So that's our wrap up of the whole Chicago Chi-Town.
That whole aspect.
We literally had a fantastic time. And we want to thank everybody for listening tonight and tomorrow and whenever you may listen. So keep it tight. I think we out.
We're out.
Yo!
I walk 47 miles of barbed wire. I got a cobra snake for a necktie. A brand new house along the roadside, and it's made out of rattlesnake hide. Got a brand new chin that baby built on top, and it's made out of human skull. Come on, take a little walk with me, baby, and tell me who do you love.